It was strange getting to the Golden Triangle Special Economic Zone from Thailand. Thai immigration gave me a bit of a hard time. They said they needed to see a hotel reservation. I don't know how that can be done. There are no listings on Booking.com, Airbnb, or Agoda for the Golden Triangle Special Economic Zone, not even on the Chinese travel app Qunar. I told them I'd been there before without reservations, and you just need to go to the hotel in person to book. They then asked me how much money I was bringing. I told them about $150 and 1,000 RMB. They said the Lao side had asked them to only let people in with over 5,000 Thai baht, less than $150 at the time of writing. I told them I also had bank cards and could withdraw money there. He said I couldn't. He was wrong. He asked if I was coming back to Thailand, and I said no. Finally, he let me through. They didn't seem to scrutinize the Vietnamese girl nor the Chinese couple ahead of me nearly as much. On the Lao side, they didn't ask for a hotel reservation or how much money I had. But after going through the steps for visa on arrival, the final officer who gave me the stamp asked for 40 baht. I'd already paid the $40 visa fee. I asked him what it was for, and he said, "Because today is Sunday." Shortly after arriving, a big, expensive SUV full of foreigners, including a Russian-looking white girl, pulled up beside my shuttle car, asked where I'm from, and said, "Welcome to the Golden Triangle," before speeding off. They seemed very happy. In the Golden Triangle Special Economic Zone, I saw tiger claw and ivory for sale. There was also a big red light district. The development is still moving forward rapidly, and it's undoubtedly the most developed part of Laos. Interestingly, I met a few South Asians and a Southeast Asian working in scam centers. Unlike how the Southeast Asian scam centers are usually portrayed, with victims of human trafficking who are not allowed to leave the scam compounds and may be tortured, these guys had their freedom. They could go outside freely outside of working hours. They were there to earn money. They told me that all the businesses except the shops, restaurants, and casinos are scam centers. Those guys worked from 11 at night to 11 in the morning to scam Americans. For every $10,000 they scam out of a victim, they can get $200 for themselves. Vietnam and China recently coordinated busts of scammers scamming their people in this zone, but the West seems to be lagging behind. I also met a Ugandan woman, but I only learned that she worked there, not in which field. We can only guess. There is now a huge night market there. There are many South Asians at the Indian restaurant in the night market. I saw some foreign-looking guy smoking weed at a little street bar in Chinatown. He declined to tell me where he was from. One of the guys I met there told me that all the white people he meets there are Russians and Ukrainians. However, I didn't see any white people besides those in the SUV just after entering. The Special Economic Zone has an airport open, with direct flights from Hong Kong and Vientiane. Outside the shiny new city, I saw some of the poorest worker accommodations in the area. In the north of the country, there is another special economic zone called Botan. It too used to be home to casinos. However, it is right on the Chinese border, and things got too out of control for the Chinese government's liking, so they shut down the casinos. The sex industry and wildlife products remain, however. It seems like cheap sex may be the main draw to this city. There was some hope that after China was connected to Vientiane via the high-speed train, tourism and development would increase. And though there is a train station in Botan, few people bother to get off there, and those that do are mostly interested in sex. Among the illegal wildlife products I saw in Botan were bear bile, bear testicle wine, ivory, tiger teeth, and tiger claws. In Luang Prabang, there were shops selling bear bile and even powdered elephant skin. It also came to my attention that the new high-speed railway station convenience stores were selling bear bile. I also met someone who works in helping endangered species. I had only been looking at the obvious things that anyone could see by walking into shops. This person showed me a local Facebook group for illegal wildlife products. The first post in the group was a small, live pangolin for sale. I was told that Facebook's enforcement against such things is pathetic, despite reporting such posts. In Vang Vieng, I saw more bear bile, and interestingly, a North Korean restaurant is still operating there. The North Korean staff work alongside people from Laos, perhaps giving them a small window to the world. Laos is the only country left in Southeast Asia to host North Korean restaurants. As recently as last year, there was a North Korean restaurant in Phnom Penh, and one in Hanoi, but both have since closed. There are 3 sites of North Korean restaurants in the country's capital, Vientiane. However, 2 of them do not seem to keep normal hours if they open at all. The third is new and large, the landmark Mekong Riverside Hotel Cruise Restaurant. Vientiane was also disappointing with its wildlife products in the main market. Among the jewelry sellers were rhino horn, tiger teeth, and other wildlife parts. On a back wall on the second floor is a small sign warning people not to buy wildlife products. I have one more story to share from Laos, but first I want to thank you for watching the video so far. I had several expenses to create this video, including visas, transportation, and accommodation. If you'd like to help me recoup some of those expenses, please like, comment, and subscribe so I can one day monetize the channel. You could also use my Amazon affiliate link in the description for your next Amazon purchase. Okay, on with the story, which I don't have relevant footage for. A tall, slim, smelly white foreigner approached me in Vientiane. He introduced himself as Captain Tom, a 30-something Swede. He was asking for money. He told a highly suspect story about not being able to get money from the bank because it was Sunday and it was closed. I asked what was wrong with his card. He said he usually just shows his documents at the bank to make withdrawals. Right. Anyway, I didn't offer him any money for his accommodation. He said he had a place to go to, but it was a few kilometers away and he would rather stay in the city. He continued talking, telling me that he was an author and he writes about wisdom. He also mentioned that some Finns had stolen like $1 million from him and he'd written a book about it. At some point in the conversation, he mentioned that Lao girls were very nice, but not the cleanest, and that he'd gotten gonorrhea 3 times already. He also said that he smoked 3 to 5 packs of cigarettes a day. He was quite a character. He said he would send me his book for free if I gave him my WhatsApp. I gave him my WhatsApp. I was very suspicious, but it seemed like the man lived an interesting life. He sent the file and we parted ways. I scanned the PDF with Windows Defender. It didn't find anything. Then I Googled the name of the file. There were no results. Finally, I uploaded it to virustotal.com, which can open the file in sandboxes. From that, I discovered that the PDF would drop some files on my device and communicate to an outside network. It seemed that it could log passwords and send them to an outside source. Sadly, I never got any more interesting stories from Captain Tom. But if you meet him, or any strangers that try to send you PDFs, be very cautious. There are videos on my channel about previous trips to Botan and the Golden Triangle Special Economic Zone. I will link them in the description. Thanks for watching.